Hey everybody, it's Angie from Color Tree Creations. I have a quick journal run through. I've got 3 journals to release tonight. Then it's Thanksgiving night, so these will be in my shop for Black Friday. I'm running a Black Friday sale in my shop on Etsy, 20% off your total purchase. It should apply the code at the checkout. If you guys go to my shop and you try to buy something and you have any problems, just message me. I'll be checking, to make sure everything's going smoothly throughout the next 24-hour period. So I'm going to try to hurry up and get these going. I'm going to start from left to right. And this one here is The Dreams of Paris from Calico Collage. It's an envelope journal, and real simple. I used some elements from Tsunami. This is a Tsunami rose that I fussy cut. This is just off the end of the paper, that comes on a lot of kits that tells you what the name is. Ooh, something of mine just fell. Oh, my my masking paper. I have some fabric and sewing collage here at the bottom, and on the inside is a lovely image of a, I guess, Victorian or Regency lady. I'm not 100% sure what era that would be. The Eiffel Tower and a tuck. I'd probably get through this quicker if I just flip and shush. A couple of tags. It says BU. There's a crown with some bling. There's an inside tuck. Well, it's a rose cut out, glued onto a tag. Double tag with a flip. Triple flip. I'd like to get all 3 of these in one video. There's a decoupage tag that I've made. A couple of tags. This could actually be a triple or a double. Triple. It's a really, really beautiful kit. These papers here I made. These are the on my Color Tree Creations Facebook page. It's a freebie. I released it yesterday on my freebie Wednesdays, or Wednesday freebies, however you want to say that. So if you would like this page, go check it out. Let's see if I can find the other one real quick. This is the other side of it. I used it throughout this journal. This is from the kit. It's a blank envelope. And this is a piece of the ephemera. I just made a belly band out of it. Again, my page. Some vellum. Vintage sheet music. A paper clip. Crafty Irina type paper clip. Another decoupage napkin. Tag. Some more layering on flip. Some elements from the journal. A little doily. This is a empty envelope for the center. This is from the tutorial on 3 pockets for your journals. I have a tutorial for. It's just a Crafty Irina type paper clip with a sticker. A couple of elements from the journal kit itself. It's really, really pretty picture. This is a fussy cut. I want to get this die cut, but it's a Tim Holtz and it's really big. So what I did was I drew it out just smaller, and then I use a X-Acto knife to fussy cut it out essentially. Also, 2 pieces from the kit. Doily. This is from the kit. This is all this is a piece of embossed paper backed onto another piece of cardstock. Pardon me. I got a runny nose tonight. More from the kit. Flip up and flip down, triple flip, however you want to say it. And that's the other piece of that belly band. That's just a piece of the fabric from the front. And a couple more pieces of ephemera from the kit. Pretty bird image. And the inside. I have to stand up to see if I'm in frame. I raised up my camera a little bit higher than I normally do so that I can fit more space in. Alright, here is the next envelope journal. And this is one of my digital printables from my Etsy store. There's 2 of them on here. It comes 2 in a kit, or on a piece of paper. I got some flowers with a little bit of rhinestones, and the background on this is a real pretty blue with some floral and script detail. And it has some rosettes with some pearl trim, and I stamped Once Upon a Time in this little box here. And then I have to tell my husband not to be so loud. I can hear him all the way down here. Tag, it says, and the story begins, and that's got a little brad on it with a piece of paper for the tag, I don't know, embellishment, whatever it is. This is some Tsunami Rose ephemera. This is just a flip up. This is a Tim Holtz Biggs die, the tattered flowers. It's the smallest one. And the doily. This is just a die cut that I did the faux rust on. Another Tim Holtz flower with a button, Patricia Veramonte style banner, and just a piece of just a blue index card. All of the papers have been coffee dyed. And that's just a pocket made from the leftover outside paper from the journal that I sewed some lace on and put the word gratitude and a couple of flowers. This is another one of my tags. This sucker's thick. It's made with this paper, and it's thick. And then there's a layer of tissue paper and a layer of Mod Podge and a layer of Krylon sealer, and anyway. And then that's another piece of, I think this is Tsunami Rose, one of her ephemera kits, where it's just lots of pieces of advertisement and labels and stuff. And this is just sewn belly band with a large index card. And this is a pocket made from the page itself. Here's some vintage music paper, and this is just sewn dictionary page. This isn't like really thin paper. This is from, I think, the 50s, so it's a decent weight paper. And then it's sewn onto a coffee stained paper. And then here's a little tag that says live, laugh, and love. Or live, love, laugh, however you want to read it, with a fleur-de-lis match with the rest of the French theme here. The doily, the banner. Oh, I lied. These papers have not been coffee dyed because they run so bad, and I really, really like the grid paper to look the way it does. Here's some more sewing and the side tuck. Some leftover paper from the inside cover. Some more vintage ledger paper. Some more coffee stained paper. All I did was cut this to 11 inches wide, and I folded it at 8.5, and that gave me a pocket, and I glued the sides down. And this is just some more ledger paper. This is in the ledger book that I got. There's two different colors. There's this color paper, and then there's this color paper, so you can tell that it was ordered at different times. But this white paper, you can really see the yellowing on the edges, and I really like it. So I try to include some in all of my journals. There's another index card, some more vintage sheet music. You can put a little photo or note or ticket or something on there. And then here's some real rust from a real paper clip that was on there. And then this is from Lindsay Zanor's kit, and it just says ideas. And it's blank on the inside. You can write on it. It's a half of one of her pages, and this is just a triple flip with a ticket that says always. There's a piece of fuzz. You don't get the piece of fuzz, people, sorry. I'm gonna keep that. And then I stole Lindsay's idea. I made some paper ruffles. I used some vintage sheet music, and this is just some leftover paper from the journal itself. And here's another sewn dictionary page with the, I really like the way that paper turned out. And then this is just some scrapbook paper. I'm hoping I'm not moving around too much. And this is like either the front or the back sheet of the book of the music sheet. And then this is just a pocket for with more scrap paper and some flowers. This one says happiness. That's just a handmade tag. I'm really liking taking my paper scraps because you can't really do anything with these little tiny pieces. So I've been trying to find ways to glue them onto other pages or other elements in the book, or even using them as, what do you call these things? Like we usually put like this, it's a topper for it. I don't know. I just think it looks cute. And there's another one of those pieces of sewn paper, the paper ribbons. Here's a piece of scrapbook paper with a piece of coffee dyed paper, and that's just a piece from Tsunami Rose. And that's just an index card with a doily glued on. And this is some more Tim Holtz paper, and that was glued down a little. And then here's another side tuck with some ephemera pieces, another piece of that cover paper. And then this one is just a smile and has a butterfly. And that is the end of that one. And here is the last one. I think I saved the best for last. This is my favorite. I finished this one up today. This is just a Mod Podge of papers and ephemera and stuff on the front. It's a layer of vintage music sheet, the Tsunami Rose kit, the front page that goes along with it, then a vintage sheet of dictionary page, then a piece of Tsunami Rose ephemera, and there's a paper clip and a rhinestone heart with some lace trim and butterfly with some bling, and this says confidence is beautiful, and this actually comes from the kit, and I sewed that together with this piece of dictionary page and button and some pretty pink fabric. And this is that new lace seam binding that I got the other day. And then this is from the kit. It says, don't aim for success if you want it. Just do what you love and believe in, and it will come naturally. David Frost. And this is a piece of note paper from a calendar I bought a long time, probably 6 or 8 months ago. This is just stuff from the kit. It says, and the story begins, I used my stamp. Some vellum. It's just a tag, and it says Polished Lackluster, and that's a piece of scrapbook paper, and I just, sewed around it to give it a little extra strength. And then here's the other piece of that note paper. It's from the calendar. Now, not all the time do I put a card or a tag or something in every single thing. I'll just flip up or flip down. I mean, I try to include a decent amount, but sometimes I get carried away with making pockets and don't make tags, or vice versa, to match, more than one or two to each one. That's just an empty envelope from the kit. This is an envelope, and it has a couple of pieces of small ephemera in it you can use to label things in your journal or whatever you want to do. Some more stuff. This is a dictionary page that I glued onto this little flip, and then Tim Holtz flower and some thread. See, when my spool of thread gets down to the last little bit, my sewing machine, the bobbin comes a little loose on the back side of my sewing. So instead of throwing this away, I figured I'd start using that to help decorate my pages, and I really like it. It's really silky feeling. Here I said I was going to be quick. Some more stolen idea from Lindsay, with the paper, what do you call it, the paper ribbons. I don't know what she originally intended them for, but the first time I ever saw them, I thought, those would make great tuck spots. And they do, if you make them wide enough. This is probably one of my favorite kits, the Polished Lackluster. And that's the other side of the belly, or not belly band, but the side piece in the front. It's just a tuck. There's another banner. There's some more. This is actually a ribbon spool. It came out of a package that had, well, the other piece of this on it. So I just glued some leftover music paper on it, if I can get that. Then this is a 3D butterfly. I sewed it together and then put some pearls on it. And this is just a mini version of the ribbon and some rickrack. And then this says No Greater Love, and that comes from the kit. I just sewed a button onto the top. And here's another tag from the journal kit. Now there's also a tuck spot behind here too. It's left open if you wanted to add some more paper. And here's some more. That's just some different, pardon me, paper. This is the Tales of You and Me, I think, from Prima. And then here's a tag from the kit, and I just put a button on the string that I tied to it. And there's a circle card. And there's another piece of that. There's some more vellum, and then a heart doily. Hot pink heart doily. There's I didn't want to cover up this bird nest. I just think it's so pretty, so I put a top corner tuck. There's some more ephemera from the kit and some extra paper for writing. And this is not glued down, it's just tucked in behind the piece of paper. It's folded over here, and this is an empty envelope from the kit. And this says historical note. Yeah, these journals have a lot of writing space and a lot of storage space in there. Here's a couple of pieces from the piece of ephemera from the kit you can use. There's another butterfly, and this time I used some of that silver bling. I did exactly the same thing, only this isn't a ruffle this time, or ribbon. I made a mini fold out, like Melinda does. There's another tag, another ruffle, paper ruffle. And then this one is glued, so if there's something you want to put in there, you can. And I'm just all over the place tonight, aren't I? And this says, a true friend, a true friend, a priceless treasure. And that's just a blank label. And see, this was going to go here on the front because of the two dancing ladies, but I don't know, it didn't fit. So now I've got some more paper from the dictionary page here. A piece of oh, what do you call that? It's the Theodosia Square scrapbooking paper. And then there's some bling on a little scallop circle. And here's a flip out on this little piece of paper. It says always. And then it says good times are even better when they are shared. And then there's another envelope here for even more ability to save things. And that is it. So yeah, these are going to be in my Etsy shop ASAP, so that you can if you want to pick one up, you can on Black Friday, or for the Black Friday sale. Like I said, 20% off all of your total purchase. Yeah, I've also been thinking about doing some of those sewn tags, the paper tags with the dictionary page and the coffee stain paper. I'm sorry guys, it's Thanksgiving and my head is about done for the day, because I had to come home and hurry up and finish this one up and finish putting, because I forgot to put any tags in this. Went to start photographing it and I was like, whoa, it's completely bare on the inside. But yeah, I'm also thinking about, and not just the tags and things like that, the sewn elements, because see, I really like that. That's a special stitch from my sewing machine. Anyway, I've also thought about maybe offering some die cuts like the doilies, and I could do them in neutral colors, or I could do them in like, you know, just regular colors. Just like I could do pastels or brights, that kind of thing, and I would like offer a rainbow variety, like maybe 3 of each color in a specific color range. Yeah, I'm trying to expand my shop a little bit in what I do. I mean, I'm still going to make the journals. I love the journals. I like doing it. It's relaxing to me, and I like the arranging and playing and stuff, and I just like paper, period. I always have. So, yeah, if there's anything that I have mentioned that you think you would like, you know, like the sewn paper tags, or the die cuts, because I could show you guys what I have. I don't have a whole lot, but you know, I also know that sometimes you don't want 15 butterfly dies, but I have like 4 or 5 butterfly dies. I also have some what do you call those? The gears. I have gears. I have snowflakes. I have three different types of doilies. Flowers. I have the Tim Holtz flower Biggs die, and if you wanted some of those but didn't want to have to go out and spend, because I had a hard time finding mine for less than $25 on eBay, and there was no stores near me that sold it, so I had to buy it online. So, you know, if that's something you think that you would be interested in, leave a comment below. And if you liked my journals, please leave me a thumbs up. Makes me feel good. And I think that's all. So I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving if you celebrate. If not, I still hope you had a good day. So I will talk to you folks later. Bye.